the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the lost city, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt
Wow.
the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. It is an unusual situation, but... well, it's a private family matter. That's no concern of yours. Are we done?
I've
I
gotta
guess
get
we're
going.
done.
All right.
He lying. There we go. Now let's go to the railroad. Give them that shit. Join them. Then I don't know what from there. Oh, go back to Diamond City to talk to Piper's little sister and the investigator. That's the plan. You always gotta be one step ahead of the game. But for me, the long run, because there's no way in hell I'm one step at the game. Do I have a dum-dum? Yes, I'm a little hungry. I don't have a dum-dum. I'm sad now. Fucking hey, I wish I had a dum-dum. Or something. Oh, fuck. How did I get down there the first time? This is the way. And I really need some right away. Do I have any right away? Nope. Guess I'm going to try to get Radiation Hill somewhere else.
And the new girl patched me up, put me on...
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
Gotta have all this up. And I probably somehow meant to skip over part of the conversation. I'm sorry if I did.
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
Yeah.
Every word he said was true. And then some.
A full 100. I can't even imagine.
See? Just like I said, boss.
I was expecting Deacon to grab a full...
I don't want Piper to dislike this. Yes, I'm looking at the old save. This save was 2 minutes ago. I don't care. Working really hard for Piper to like me, so I'm not gonna go with a lie. But I'm still gonna go with being just up all nice. Don't want Piper to dislike me. Like Piper too much. Piper, the companion I've been using, and so far the best companion.
And the new
And let me go take daily trips, put someone
girl
else.
patched me up, put me on her shoulder, and blasted her way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole
Let me go drink some alcohol.
time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
Tell the truth.
Mostly true. But there wasn't 100 of them. And Deacon was with me the whole way.
Embellishing the truth again, are we?
She would have fallen for it, you know?
Don't flatter yourself. Still, I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
You'd be insane not to sign her up, Des.
You've certainly made an impression on Deacon. He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the Railroad, Agent.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you. So you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
That's no code name, professional.
Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
Honestly, I would like to go with blue. Bullseye, Whisper, Charmer.
Let me think.
It's a big decision. Take your time.
Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
I guess I'm going
Call me
with this.
Charmer.
Charmer. Fitting. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang.
What is it?
The location of our HQ is one of our
There we
most
go.
heavily guarded secrets. So be careful coming
You didn't see
in or
anything
out.
suspicious.
You never can tell when you're being watched.
Well then. Here the headquarters. Let's fuck on with this.
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe, and we've
Well
taken
then.
precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do. Listen up, everyone. This is Charmer. She did the switchboard op with Deacon. She's a full agent, effective immediately. I'm counting on each of you to show her the ropes. Feel free to welcome her aboard. That is all. It's not an easy road you've chosen, but you're never alone in this.
Excuse me.
Working with compartmentalized information is a difficult transition for new agents.
Might want to flush your system with rat away before your hair falls out. So did she make it to the border?
Still waiting to hear from Randolph.
I heard.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this. But that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about you, Des has invited you to join HQ. It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second-in-command. But what's done is done. Since you're here now, we might as well put you to work.
What? You don't think I can handle a dangerous job?
The danger doesn't concern me. Your work at the switchboard proves you can deal with that. I just hope the mission doesn't require knowledge about synths and our procedures. Something you've had scant opportunity to learn.
Tell me what you need, Doc.
One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with the runaway synth, H222. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be bothered to put out themselves. Paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from a dead drop.
Paranoid for a reason.
He may have a good reason to be paranoid.
Perhaps he does. And maybe he did the other dozen times he's made our agents jump through these unnecessary hoops. The dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for them. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine is in the shop. Please tell me Deacon taught you that at least.
He taught me what I need to know, including that.
It appears our resident pathological liar didn't completely neglect your training. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
One more hour till my shift ends.
You
Based
really
off
want
what
the
Deacon
freedom,
said,
don't you?
I expect great
By
things.
yourself.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
Excuse me.
The census sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug free.
Yeah, that's great.
Not so fast, man. Okay, have you eaten anything out there? Because if you have, they got you.
Yeah, I've eaten food.
I knew it. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
That's a lot to process.
Please, don't believe a word of this bollocks.
Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
What's in the shot?
We got algae, some yummy bacteria culture, and just a little bit of battery acid. But we gotta burn those babies out of you. It's a hard reboot of your system, man.
Hit me, Tom.
Yeah, now you talking.
Probably one of the worst ideas I could have did.
Now you're encouraging him.
Hey, you get
Nope, I don't like it when Piper dislike it. How's this? Whatever. If Piper dislike it, I'm going to try to keep her from disliking it to only liking it.
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe. And we've taken precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do.
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this. But that's hardly the point. without a lick of HQ.
Okay.
It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second in command.
You piece of shit. Come on, you piece of shit. Actually work for once.
But what's done
You
is done.
fucking... Okay.
Since you're here now, we might as well put you to work.
Feel free to welcome her home. That is all.
Tell me what you need, Doc.
One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with the runaways. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be bothered to put out themselves. Paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from a dead drop.
He may have a good
Paranoid for
reason
a
to be
reason.
paranoid.
Perhaps he does. And maybe he did the other dozen times he's made our agents jump through these unnecessary hoops. The dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for them. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine is in the shop. Please tell me Deacon taught you that at least.
He taught me what I need to know, including that.
It appears our resident pathological liar didn't completely neglect your training. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
It's not an easy road you've chosen, but you're never alone in this.
Might want to flush your system with Radaway.
We're a
before your
colorful
hair
and
falls out.
arguably insane bunch.
Excuse me.
But
Hey,
we're stuck
Rook.
with us
Your
now.
name's Drummer Boy.
Speaking of which,
It's
if
my
you don't mind,
envious job to keep track of all the
sidekick.
dead drops,
Let's
grab
keep a good
incoming
thing going
agents,
and
and
travel
tell them where
together.
they're needed. I don't suppose you want to switch places.
That can be an important job.
Yeah, right. I could be replaced by a stupid chalkboard. We'll be seeing each other. A lot.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Hey,
The census sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug free.
I went through a
Census
sensor
sweep?
sweep?
Every test Des will let me run. Full EMF scan, biological sniffers, and other state-of-the-art security. So the sweep says the Institute isn't watching you. Or us. But the tests lie, man. Okay, have you eaten anything out there? Because if you have, they got you.
Are you seriously asking if I eat food?
The food out there is dangerous. It's contaminated. That's why I grow my own food. Reclaimed pure water, local nutrients. Nothing goes in me that I don't see. That's how you stay safe. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
Why is this lunatic even here?
A question oft asked. Tinker Tom is a genius when it comes to engineering, but about everything else...
Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
There's no way in hell I'm letting you do that.
Fine. Let them hear and see everything. Okay. I hope you like your whole life being downloaded to the Institute's mainframe.
Do you have any proof?
Proof? You and Carrie. Peas in a pod. Hey, I gotta get back to making gadgets. Don't let your guard down out there.
That's
Word
no
is
proof.
Diamond City is under opposition control. Use the back entrance. Too much traffic to put your
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
Up top, you gotta be careful.
Excellent.
Never know when you're being watched.
Are you injured?
Hey there.
It's
Hey,
a
you.
wonder
You the new heavy?
set of metal detectors.
Charmer, right?
In the flesh. Nice to meet another agent.
Likewise. Anyone crazy enough to join us is okay in my book. So the switchboard was crawling with bad guys. Lines and shit too. Any of that true? Or was Deacon bullshitting me again?
Pretty much.
That's hardcore. How'd you take down the old HQ? Please tell me you didn't go along with Deacon's in and out like a ghost crap.
There's a lot to be said for ambushing enemies from the shadows.
No, another one? Well, welcome to the party. After what happened to Tommy Whispers, we need another tough son of a bitch that can get shit done.
Who's Tommy Whispers?
Tommy was the second heavy at HQ. He went KIA after the Institute assholes took out the switchboard. With him gone, I've been running missions non-stop. So I'm damn happy you're here. They call me Glory, the Angel of Death, the ass-kicking poster child of a liberated synth.
Well then.
I like it.
What's not to like? You're helping out my people. So some advice? Kiss up to Tinker Tom. He's batshit crazy, but he's got all the good stuff.
What sort of good stuff are we talking about?
Firepower, armor, repurposed tech. Doesn't hold a candle to the Institute, but it'll save your ass in the field. You take care out there.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Hey,
You need anything?
what do you have in stock?
Well, it changes, depending on what's on hand. We lost everything when the switchboard went lights out. Hopefully our agents score more supplies in the field, so me and my boys can, make even more toys. You wanna see what we got?
Let's take a look.
I will set you up, my friend.
I have some